victory. Yeah.
So for those that don't know, complexity drops survey and epicenter. I'm excited to do this. I've been looking for a reason to do a complexity VOD review, and
Shit, why are they all queuing fucking pubs?
Oh, what if there's any diamonds, bro?
I've been waiting for a reason to do complexity VOD review. I'm excited to do this one because they play this game unlike anyone else. If you watch the ALGS cast, if there's any team I favored, it's definitely in terms of talking about and like airtime, it's definitely complex. I don't know why. I mean, granted, they're my boys. Aside from like Liquid Boys, they're one of the best like friends I have in the Apex scene. So, but I do also, they have such an interesting fucking playstyle, man. I love watching them play. Bias caster, yes, I'm sorry. I have a lot of interesting things to say about them. From if you didn't watch the tournament from the ALGS cast. So, I mean, look right away. First off, okay, so I want to get some things off my chest before I start geeking about it for the rest of the video. Not only is this team have some of the most cracked players on one team in general, at least in North America, which is why you see them play the way they do, as I preface what they're gonna do for the rest of the tournament. The biggest thing about this team is just how fucking, like, they are actually at the core of it. They are really fucking smart about the way they play the game and the way how the game is meant to be played. But because they know how the game is meant to be played, and because they know other teams know how to also play the game, they play differently for that reason, or that's one of many reasons why they do. One of the people that definitely impresses me is Lou. One of the most mechanically gifted players in the scene, if not a lot of people regard him as one of the best players, period, or the best player, period. But Lou is really just smart about the game as well. He's not all aim, no brain. One of the smartest players I have encountered too, which is an anomaly. You don't get a lot of really, really young players that are also subsequently really fucking smart about the game. Notice how in the ALGS cast, if you watched it, I called that this first circle in game 1 was going to be potentially a train circle right above Cap City. I also called it in the NRG video. Look how fast fucking Lou
And nobody's refinery.
Look how fast Lou calls this shit.
I feel weird. I don't know. I feel hot, but
Yeah,
I'm chilling.
same.
There's a...
73 in here.
dropping a blue off.
Alright.
Look at zone.
Monsoon says, look at zone. You see the zone? There it is. This is the one I called that was train station, ends right here.
Oh, nice.
You guys just want to go set up? Oh.
No.
Play the game. No? You want to go fight?
We should play our game.
Notice that call right there. Lou literally pinged exactly where the circle ends. Like, Lou doesn't even need to play Pathfinder, right? I mean, every team knows to a degree that that circle is going to end there, or at least close to that. Every team is calling that. But I immediately, right out of the gate, I love that they're calling. You want to play that? No? Oh, you want to play our game? Okay. Keep that in mind, because this first game is very fucking interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we know it works.
No, Lou's not
Yeah, it works
hacking.
in worse lobbies. We don't know about like when it's 19 or 18 good teams, you know.
I know. I just know that if we do set up right on my ping, the game ends there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I got double tap.
Well, I will preface, ajahajajaz. A lot of teams know that this circle is gonna end there. Not every team. Lou certainly called the exact circle. Lou is definitely smarter. Like, Lou is not just a mechanical fucking nut job. He is actually really smart about this game. I've spent hours off streams. I've spent hours talking to Lou about how this game is supposed to be played. And we've just talked about this game in general. And this dude is like, I cannot express to you guys how smart he is about this game. Like, I hate to sound like I'm just favoring him so much. Not just because he's my friend, but like, I cannot paint it in words how smart Lou is about this game. He's not the IGL, Monsoon is, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he has to be. But he is really fucking smart about this game, and he takes this shit really seriously. AAPO, thank you for the follow. But most teams know that it's gonna end here.
Pretty sure, man, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% about anything. I'm more 100% about us going and killing 10 people.
So for those that don't know, Complexity plays a very similar style to Old Sentinels. Old Sentinels being Red Sea Zombs and Senox.
My setup 301 aggressive.
This team knows that they are mechanically better than most other teams out there, and they play to that as a strength.
Yep, I'm gonna run up
Confidence
and
is
and then I'm
fucking
good.
massive.
There's nobody refinery, so we should.
If you have confidence in anything you do in life, you'll be a lot better than the player or the person that is not confident in themselves.
Yeah.
And complexity plays on that.
I have not found a bolt yet. I need this.
Oh, Reptar, yeah, that's the only thing I feel bad about Reptar on this team. Because Monsoon is fucking known to be absolutely mega cracked. Everyone knows him as just one of the most nuts rates out there. And I'll get into detail as to why I think also Monsoon is one of the most nuts rate players out there. Everybody knows how cracked Lou is, but a lot of the reason people don't know why Reptar is also such a cracked support player. The reason people don't know that Reptar is cracked is because he doesn't fucking stream. Man just doesn't stream. He doesn't care about bringing his shit out to the players or to the public. But that's why. I mean, that's the strength streaming has.
Okay. Boys, I feel really fucking sick.
Trying to think about it, man.
Shut up, Monsoon. Monsoon says that every... Monsoon's such a bitch, dude. He says that every tournament. Like, just fucking play the game, man. Casper won the tournament.
You with the purple map.
Won OT3 with coronavirus, Monsoon. How sick do you really feel?
I'm no back 10, so. Oh, here's the 3 right here.
Alright, so keep in mind,
I'm a little afraid
for
of
this
that.
game, like, this is gonna be a different VOD review than any other fucking VOD review. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to go about it. They know where the circle ends. I know what they do in this game. But I want you guys just to keep in mind how they play it.
We get zone. Do you not go
Just
to
watch. Again, they know where it ends. They literally, Lou literally called the exact circle that it is.
Wouldn't have you there. Yeah.
We know. I'm pretty sure it ends up here. I
Let's
think
Yeah.
we should just play our game. No, there's a team at house. There's a team at train tracks already.
Notice how Lou's saying, I think we should just play our
We have to
game.
go cut off teams in the capital because
Oh,
a lot
they
of
just downed. They just downed. They just downed.
they traded, right?
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
no,
what?
we didn't trade. Did one of TSM go down? 2 of Liquid went down. That's all I saw.
Yeah. Did Liquid's
One
dead?
Yeah, Liquid's
yeah,
full
it's just
dead.
liquid that went down.
Shut up! God, my heart can't take it.
Go towards capital. Go to the side of the map. Go to this side of the map.
Fuck,
People
man.
think that it ends there.
There's a blue armor in there as well.
Yeah, I'm way Devo.
Close to me. Hold me, boys.
Okay.
I broke your bolter.
1 HP, 1 HP on Jib, 1 HP on Jib.
I'm ulting.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pushing you in
Oh,
the
no, I just...
I'm Phoenix hitting. You guys gotta chill.
Got him.
Nice.
Cracked right, there's one. Right, there's one. I hit her once. I hit her 100. White Evo.
I'm going out.
The end, Watson, cracked 2.
Shine down, straight down from another team. Back up.
Another team. Another team.
Open cells. I'm just setting up here.
Yeah,
Chinese down,
if there's anything
We
you
can take
are
that
going
fight
to
on
take
Zero
away
now.
from this VOD review is
They're
very
over
few
there, they're
teams
over
can take complexity in a
They're like
hard
right at that
Did we
33.
get 2 kills or 1?
We got one.
In terms of NA, I honestly don't think any team can take complexity in a 33. I think they are the best current NA team
Flash up on this height.
You see
for
these
3v3
guys? They're up
fights.
here now. They're
The
up
only
here.
other team I can think of that
I think
might
they're
come
gonna rotate
close
around. I don't think they're gonna keep
current
top heavy.
Sentinels.
You guys want to try and cut them off over here?
Yeah,
Only because I think current
they're going
Sentinels
top
is
heavy
actually
now.
really fucking
Yeah,
cracked.
We're getting zipped on here. Look at my mark.
Yep.
I know.
I gotta run down.
I don't see TSM as a hard 3v3 team excellence. They're just a really smart
Okay,
team.
top.
Just
Are we
drop down.
holding them off?
I think we should drop down. Oh, you want to hold them off?
We can hold
But
them off.
notice,
Yeah,
so this entire, so normally, if you're just a normal team out there looking to get better, you're looking to scrim, this, assuming you even know the circle, even if you don't, oh fuck, I have to restart Epic Pen, I forgot to restart my computer. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, at Epic Pen, want to sponsor me? Anyways, haha. So this entire area, if you look, I guess, at the map, it might be a bit better, is really fucking good to hold. It's really strong. The circles almost never end here. I can't think of a single ending that ends in this particular exact area, but the amount of information and the amount of oversight that you have, that's not the right word, the amount of surveillance, I guess, that you have on the entire area out here is so massive. A lot of the rotations, a lot of the spots you want to take early game, if you are an up-and-coming team, or if you were just somebody who likes competitive Apex, a lot of the spots you want to take early game are spots that give you big information across like the map as much as possible. You want to be able to count for how many teams are around you. One of my old teammates always used to literally count how many teams were around us, and you know, challenge that relative to the squad left indicator, and then talk about where we go next. Information is the biggest fucking king in battle royales, in competitive battle royales. A lot of this isn't typically talked about. Most average players don't understand this, but being able to like hold a spot like this, see every team around you, and be able to make an informed decision matters more than anything in battle royales. So this spot right here is very good, even though the complexity knows it's not going to end here. Holding this spot is good because not only do you get big information, you can also stop a lot of teams from rotating. You know, big ass high ground, big favorable locations like this allow you to be able to hold out a lot of teams on rotation.
Flip is right there. I just heard it.
We're both
I'm one shot.
Do you want to clear out stuff with me?
Yeah, we should probably look for that kill if we can.
I'm down to drop east because we have.
I'm dropping east.
So what they're doing right here, so they challenged iShiny's team, which is iShiny, Muffins, and BCJ. They killed one. One person from a third party killed one of the others, so they know there's one rat left around. So that's what they mean by we should clear this out. Make sure, basically look around.
We're both
I'm one shot. I got purple.
Careful,
Yeah, I
inside
got
the
purple.
building. No shots, no armor, no idea.
They're looking to posture on you guys here.
This is some
I
rainbow.
dropped already. You guys see where I'm at, right?
Yeah,
I told you I'm
yeah,
dropping.
yeah.
Path is one. Okay, I'm
Okay,
coming.
I'm
Dropping
gonna
you guys.
take a wide left angle.
What are we doing? Am I dropping with you guys?
Yeah,
I'm looking
if you
for
get
shiny
third to
and
one,
them.
you're just gonna die, dog. We just gotta stay together. That's it.
Okay,
As long as
yeah.
we don't flip, we're fine.
I think we should go through Capital and look for fights in Capital like this side.
Yep.
Okay. You gonna trade me armor, Lou?
Keep in mind, they know where the circle ends, but listen to that call out. That's a call out you won't see a lot of teams taking.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
down to
sorry.
collapse
Let's
on that.
here, come on, let's go to the
Summer
rest, let's go to
Circuit's
the
gonna be
rest.
nuts. I can't wait either.
Another team's gonna try to posture for the third, and then we can just fight them from behind as well. We have
Listen
a
to
max
that,
spot.
like,
Careful on height.
preemptive
Want to fight them?
kind of planning,
They're
you know?
great. He's great. He's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's run up here, run up here. This is definitely a good fight.
Excellent, thank you for the follow, man.
They're charged fucking scout.
So this is, if they're out here, they're a trash team, honestly.
I'm not gonna talk about that one, Lou. But keep in mind, like, this very simple callouts. Like, every little bit of information in a battle royale is so important, especially in a game like Apex. You heard Monsoon go, they have charge rifle, scout. Obviously, you're not going to see a charge rifle and a scout on the same player, so that means two of them have long range options, which means if you have medium to short range options on all of your characters, all your players, that means it's a favorable fight for you, right? Because you want to push a fight where the other team just generally doesn't have the best chances of winning. Again, if two players are running a charge rifle scout, who knows? Maybe that other third also has a sniper. You push a close range fight on that team where they don't expect it, they're probably gonna die just because they don't have the weapons to actually fight you. Weapon choice is a massive choice or a massive part of this game. And Complexity is smart about that, and they obviously know that. That's why Monsoon's calling that. So, very, very smart. Heads up.
I mean, everybody knows fucking turn trash.
So they have gray, you said?
Yeah. The scout had.
I'm looking at Watson right here.
Yeah, these toxic players.
Purple and Path hit him 60.
No shots. No shots.
There's a guy
Yep,
far
I'm probably bad. I'm
left.
probably bad.
1 HP on Watson, 1 HP.
Nope. I hit 47 on the left. Lou, you're low.
I know. Popping
So,
HP.
this shield, Lou did more damage to them in general than they did to him. But what this dome does is allows Lou to aggressively heal. Normally, if Lou were to not drop this dome and just pop a Phoenix, like, that's obviously really fucking stupid. So not only does this dome allow Lou to pop a Phoenix, this dome allows his team to also push up on it, on this dome. And now all of a sudden they have this really big ground above this team where they basically have the high ground on them.
Thanks right here. I use my bubble right. Can we go right? Can we go right?
No, back up. Just back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Notice how
You
much
guys have any big
each
shields?
of the
Yeah,
individual
shot
players
from the other
listen
side.
to the
I think one of
calls
them went
though.
down. I think one of them went down.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
we're
Rogue
pushing.
went down. Let's push forward. Push forward.
We don't have to
Pressure, but we can't get third.
I think they dropped off height, and that's why they went down. Rogue's down right here. You see him?
Yeah. Where's his team? They portaled below. Portal right there.
Careful of behind.
I'm looting Rogue.
Yep.
We need to look for these kills.
They might have to come back through portal. There's a team in the open. Team in the
Fence it.
open.
Fence
East.
it. Fence it. Fence it.
Yeah.
Rogue died.
38 on Jimmy
It did.
purple.
We should
Yeah.
really just fucking push and just shit on these kids.
Notice the confidence.
Just can't get third, and that's all.
Notice the confidence
I'm
in
pushing
a
down.
lot of
I'm
their
dropping down.
comms.
I got tagged. Hold on. Yeah, we can just. hold
But
on.
it's just the biggest thing from this entire VOD review I want you guys to take away is just how much they play it together as a team. One call is made and everybody respects it. Doesn't fucking matter who said it. Monsoon is like the IGL, but it's incredible how much every team should aspire to listen to each other the way this team does. There's a lot of second guessing on a lot of other teams. You know, a lot of teams kind of like going back and forth. You know, one person makes a call, and then the next person goes, oh, but maybe we should do this, which is great. But when it comes down to like when push comes to shove, fucking you got to make a call right then and there. That's what separates the men from the boys. And again, keep in mind, like, look at this. Second circle is revealed. Look how fucking far away they are. They know where the game is ending. They straight up know where the game is ending, but look how far out they're pushed. Look what they're doing. You're not going to see another team play like the way they do. IGL's in-game leader, Captain Root. It's a guy who is
They're gonna try to
primary
do something eventually.
shot caller.
One of them has a longbow as well.
It's not easy to put Lou on a leash.
Wouldn't be a bad fight to push.
It's not easy to put
They're moving,
any of
they're
these
moving.
players on a leash.
147.
Oh yeah. I'm aiming. Oh, Gibby bubbled. I'm gonna aim at Gibby.
Yep. They're in.
They're getting shot at. They're fighting. They're fighting.
Yeah, I'm pushing down.
Yep.
One knocked. It's Peach. It's Peach. Peach
I
versus
don't
Lost.
think
Let
so.
them
Do you
fight.
see
Let them
pressure
eat
now?
them. Let them eat them, man.
Yep.
I don't want them to feel like there's a third party.
Yeah, we're good.
They're aping them. They're literally aping them.
Yep. The Pathfinder on Peach's team is 1.
Notice that call
You
too.
finished him?
Like, notice that call. Lou said, let them ape them. I don't want them to think that there's a third party. They want them to kind of like full send on them and fully commit to them. Very smart call.
47 on another. Over there on Mark. We can
Cracked
look
him. I hit him
close.
51 on the same guy, man.
Okay, there's a solo inside here then. It's a path. He said
Comms are like
47.
the biggest thing I want you guys in the chat to like focus,
I hit him
like
for 53
Okay,
total.
listening
I'm
on
gonna
if you
look
don't know how
southwest here.
Complexity plays.
Yeah, I'm posturing with you, man.
Their comms are unlike any other, not just from Monsoon's fucking trolly ass comments
Oh,
and
right in
shit,
front of me.
but
I
Nice,
just
we knocked him. Get the fin. Got him.
Nice.
Want to take TP with me?
It's a 2 on each.
thank
know.
you, Nopal. I appreciate it. If you want to see any of this shit, remember it's on
Take
YouTube.
it. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
It will be on
I
YouTube.
cracked the raid.
If anybody wants to see any of the content.
Right in front of me. I'm gonna TP for this dog.
Yeah, go for it. Sit on the TP.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm sitting on it.
He's down southwest. He's healing.
So this is something I mentioned in the ALGS broadcast because I think we caught this part.
Go right.
We
Mike,
caught
go
this
right.
part of them like chasing this. They were up in Epi.
He's at 14 blue.
They had that massive high ground. They knew where the circle was ending, and now look where they are with the second circle closing in 35 seconds. Look exactly where they are. No other team would play like this.
You guys are good.
No other team would play like this.
We gotta go in towards cap.
Yep. Let's do it. Come on.
I got my red Evo.
Okay, I only have 47 heavy. I'm
I have
gonna
no
look
heavy.
real quick. Oh, I got some out of here.
They use res over here. We can cut them off right here. Peach and them use res.
Okay. Down. We walk through cut on the right then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 seconds to the ring. It's close at least.
How many KP you guys got? I have 1.
I have 0.
Nice, so we got 3 so far. That's not too bad.
No, not at all.
It's funny because I thought that was funny because that's like such a ranked call out. How many kill points do you have? Obviously, it matters in a tournament setting, but
The res. They're gonna be what? Like right here?
it's
Yeah,
just
they're gonna
Right over here?
they're gonna be somewhere right
if
here.
you watch Lou's stream, he always is calling how many KP you have.
There's teams all set up in caps, so we have to be careful, okay?
They have like 2 good games.
Also, the res is most likely gonna be
Out of 5, they always do that. Not necessarily. In the last tournaments, they've been in this tournament. They were a lot more consistent than the last ones. In the last ones, they haven't been all that much. They come out with a massive fucking game 1, and then the other games they do just kind of all right. But in this tournament, they definitely did a lot better. One of the strengths to playing like this, and this is not a style I would recommend a lot of people to play because you have to have the fucking aim and the mechanics to be able to back up gameplay like this, which again few teams have. But now they literally just walked through. Hold up. We're hitting the fucking map again. They literally just walked through, like, the circle is something like this, right? Like something like this. They just walked through all of this. So now they know they're like right here at the time I'm making this, right? Now they know there's literally nobody in this entire area, and that's a massive strength in Battle Royales, to know that there isn't a single freaking team behind you. You have the entire area like to yourself. This is like, even though like they're on the edge, but that's a Gibraltar team, right? They're not playing for the middle of the zone. Lou called, like, they land epicenter. Lou called where the circle was going to be. He pinged it almost immediately. They could have played for it, but they said, let's play our game instead. and that game is holding W and killing every team they come across because they can do that. Them getting that information that there's just like nobody around them, that's massive. They're probably the only team now that knows that there's like just nobody on this side of the map, and that can certainly be used to their advantage.
I think they're just gonna be late though if they are full kitted.
They probably will be full kitted because there was a few bags back there.
Yeah, there was.
What's up, Onset? How you doing, man? Love seeing that name in chat. You really do. It doesn't matter whose chat. You just love chat.
I have no bat, but I have. So.
They're right here. They're right here. They're right at train.
I'm going top 5 back then, yeah.
They dropped down, I think. They're crossing on the bridge right now.
I'm looking.
They're on the bridge. Under the bridge too. Under the bridge. There's a Chippy.
Care, man.
I hit Chippy. Broke Chippy at the bubble. Right here. You see him?
147. 147.
Sitting in the...
Look at me. Chippy.
Give me that.
I'm pushing.
Must be so nice to call damage and just have your team just kill them.
I'm trying to get the full. Get the full. Down.
Nice. Where did the TP go to?
I don't know. Straight north.
Close to me.
Careful, dude.
It's a different team. It's a different team.
People all over us, man.
I ulted them. I'm going back to the body.
In this corner. Yeah. Back to the body. Come back.
Yeah, we gotta go west. We gotta wrap around.
Okay, we can do... Yeah.
I need a shield battery. I need a battery.
Here, drop
They're
one.
fighting in this building right now.
Drop one there.
Okay, we go all the way around.
They TP down. Care. This team
We
TP's
go over
down.
here. We go here. We just go around.
Okay. Can I loot that bag real quick?
Notice how hectic their comms are too. Like they're constantly like talking about what to do, right?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
Let's go. Come on.
Because their playstyle is very hectic.
We can keep getting
Their comms
teams
match
down
the
to
style.
Like 2 players,
Sure.
and we can keep track of them. We know what we can push.
100%.
If Complexity plays scrims, do you think it would help other teams because it would be more
I'm
elusive
gonna
to a
drop
turning?
scout.
No.
I'm picking 3-1.
Are you sure? Okay.
Complexity doesn't play scrims because
3-1 Havoc.
they don't think it's good practice. They think it's literally worthless, and they'd rather
Lou, you
persevere.
work very alone right now, dog.
That's not the right word. They'd rather reserve their
We can get
mental
into that building.
because scrims can be really mentally draining. They'd rather reserve their mental
You think it pulls up on the train tracks? Like that?
Yeah, 100%.
and
Then
just
which
play
way
their
do you
game.
wanna rotate in from?
Probably top west.
Keep in mind, like just because teams
is
do
here.
bad doesn't mean they're necessarily bad.
Okay,
It might just mean they're not
should we try
mentally
and
there.
rotate past them?
Sounds like
Yeah.
every single one of these
They have
players is
Hodsic.
human. Imagine if this was FlyQuest. I mean, I think this seems better than FlyQuest does. Razball's thinking about the follow.
Come this way.
Yep. I'm 1 bad 4 cells, so.
We have plenty of time.
I'm 1 bad 9 cell after this.
I have 3 shield cells. That's it.
Let me give you some cells. Then.
Alright. When you get everything.
I also have an ultic cell.
You should take my Batlu and then give me a couple cells. Sick.
We gotta keep running up.
I have bubble. You gotta call if you need it.
Okay, I'm
I'm
running.
popping bubble.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, Lou, you sure you don't need it, dude?
Dropped a medi.
Yo, we have to go back.
Okay, yeah, can you
Go
just
back
get
to
us
that
into
building.
it? Yeah.
This is not a call a lot of teams would make right here. I feel like a lot of teams would just rotate here with Wraith to the north.
Okay, we gotta go back around the east here.
This building is still not in.
I don't have bubble yet.
Grabbing these cells into it.
There's
I
a
got
team
4
there.
more
There's a
cells
team
in
there.
it.
We need to go market. There's a team there.
In here?
Yes. We need to go market.
Yeah.
I almost have bubble.
Those just like the small things. How they pause there, for example, to
Yeah,
wait
right.
for bubble.
I don't.
Also, how much they fought, but
It's okay. We're good right here.
my
We're good
fucking
right here.
shields.
What about these buildings? Are these buildings taken?
Westland and Crusader,
This
I
one
think
is
that's
taken.
what
Over
they
there.
This is it.
No, this is not the same as FlyQuest. The difference between this team and FlyQuest was
Here,
Reptar
come here,
instead
There's
of
an Altix
Zach
over here.
Mazer was on
It's-
FlyQuest with Monsoon and Lou, and now there's
And I have
Reptar.
full helmet.
I can carry that one.
Reptar's a player not a lot of people know, but that's because he just doesn't
Alright, we're
stream.
gonna play for right there.
They
Okay?
got me the ultic cell.
We're gonna play for the other side of the wall right there, okay?
Okay.
Down.
I only
Keep-
have 3 shield
I'm gonna
cells.
have TP. Here's
But this is one of the biggest things, shit, that I think about, like,
I have
in
one
terms of,
back.
like, leadership in general. Like, this team has strong-ass fucking leadership. No matter what, like, their playstyle is very hectic. Very fucking hectic. But no matter what, the game plan is always... The game plan is always known to the team, either from Monsoon or Lou. Reptar is kind of like the guy, he kind of just, like, supports the team from no matter what. Monsoon and Lou, very good at always making sure the team understands what needs to happen next. There's always a checklist, basically. That checklist changes a lot depending on what happens in the game, but regardless, the leadership here is stronger than most teams that have been playing for a long time period. Like, they're just, it's certainly something, like, the respect they have for one another to be able to play like this is certainly crazy.
I have a lot of syringes as well.
Yeah, I'm 3 syringes, 1 medkit. Should we just not show? I mean,
I'm just chilling. I'm literally checking.
they can get an angle on us, but I doubt they will.
I'm trying to.
How far is that? Okay. I'm gonna have to TP from like probably right in
TP
front
from
of us.
corner market and probably on the side of this. You'll probably have to TP us right here on the left side of this building.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could probably TP in first floor inside too.
So right now, Monsoon's calling for a particular like play. So he wants to play like right like here. There's like a little bit of a lift that he can play on, and he knows that's. I'm pretty sure that's what he's calling. The reason you see him asking how far is that, and you see actually Lou turning there, is Lou looks to see the actual ping and to see exactly how far it is, which is 120 meters. Obviously, if you are knowledgeable on Wraith at all, you know Wraith's TP is only 100 meters. So they're basically figuring out where to start the TP to be able to make sure they can get into the spot they know
Yeah,
they
that's
can
just
get
risky
to.
Wanna
if
do
they
it,
have
Mom?
wires. But
What?
Are we AFKing for now for a bit?
Yeah, we're.
No,
AFK.
Pitbull, I doubt they will.
Alright.
I don't think you're getting to the next level when you're already
There's
good.
only
How do you find the
14
squad?
There's
Just
13
yeah,
squads.
work,
There's gonna
man.
be a lot of room.
Find a lot of people that you find better than
Wait,
you.
somebody's looking to pressure on us. I hear footsteps.
He's hit 47. Hey, dude.
All right, we have this room right here. We have this room
I'm
right here.
taking this corner. Yeah.
The team isn't here anymore. Honestly, I think that was the diner team just trying to stress us. That team that tried to take that red foot.
You want to go in there then?
They're not there anymore.
I know. Do you want to go in there? I think
No,
it's a
they're getting
better-
shot at. No, they're getting shot at. Never mind. They are getting shot at.
Okay. Yeah,
Mine,
yeah,
it's
right
80
there.
meters. That your ping is 80 meters away right now. If you want to do it from here, if you want to TP right now.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah,
I'm gonna set it up.
yeah.
Okay?
Notice them like
got gold
literally
armor in
measuring
there,
that
so-
shit out. You don't see too many teams doing that.
Alright, can't take damage. I'm popping T-cells.
We have first floor. We have first floor.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Take.
What about second floor?
I don't know. Don't care.
We have this outside wall.
We
We're
might
all good
be-
here.
hey, we might be in the elevator.
They
Yeah,
took
TP
our
on the
outside.
outside.
Should we hold the outside?
We'll push in the outside after everybody's fighting.
I know, but this team right here is gonna take this shit.
I know,
Look at their
they're-
TP.
they're-
Their
people are
TP's
gonna
open right now.
fucking fight.
I'm looking second floor. We might have free kills.
No.
Just see us move. No, you don't want me to.
I
They
think-
seem very
Yo,
split
We
here.
cannot be the first ones out there, Lou. We
We
cannot.
can't. You think multiple teams are gonna come?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that.
team just. Wait. Can we take roof? No.
Well, then where
This
do we
team just
play,
TP'd
bro?
Outside. This team just
We're gonna
TP'd
play
outside.
on the outside, but we're gonna go out late.
Okay.
I'm
Team
pretty
just
sure.
TP'd out there now from diner.
Yeah. We just.
They put
walk
their
out
gen down
front
right there.
northwest.
They're looking at this door now.
We just go late, man. That's all we gotta do. Oh, they have a caustic trap.
Do you want to go roof and jump off? We might have to jump
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
On us. We have to go roof. We have to go roof.
That's a good play, actually. I like that.
On me.
Take-
Drop down.
maybe.
Drop down.
You're good. You can come up.
I'm going
gonna
outside. I'm with you, Lou.
How did you die?
Just play slow.
Because I-
We have to full send into this.
It's gas right now, bro.
You guys are good, man. Chill.
On me.
They were fighting, man.
Yeah, you know they
I don't know what.
No, they were fighting.
They were. We just needed to wait.
Something I immediately thought of.
Trying to shield you.
Yeah, just shield.
I just want to see how this plays out, though.
walking back. Yeah, they're still full fighting.
Back up a bit, rep.
I'm getting focused. I'm dead. I just chilled.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, we should
you.
have tried to. We should have walked down the spot.
We should have chilled. We should just chilled like over here.
I think, okay, so
Trying to shield.
100% like
I'm
right here actually is like the best angle to look at this. So you're jumping off the roof, right? I think Reptar's call to come up to this roof was actually really good. Kind of like trail behind the teams, because when you're a Gibraltar team, the number one thing you want to do is you want to be the last team possible to fight, because that means you have a clear third party more than anything. The biggest thing about this with the way it played out is I believe that really is that Lou like kind of saw the Matrix here. You can see like Lou's kind of like he sees all this shit happening down here, all these people fighting. I'm pretty sure he sees this caustic ult 2 coming, and he kind of gears for a lot of that. But I think the biggest problem here is, even though I've been talking the comms up a lot, I think the problem here is that when you have shit hit the fan like it does here, where shit starts to get fucking crazy. It's that one really hard rotate that you have to win. You need to have strong comms, and whereas they've had really strong comms up until this point, I think this is where it actually fails. I don't think they had strong enough comms here. When things are kind of crazy here and you're not sure exactly where to go, your entire team, you can tell like all of you are kind of just like looking for an opening. This is the time to be most vocal and the time to talk about like, hey, like safe on me is like a big call that a lot of pro players do. Like, you know, like shouting, getting the point across to your team, like, you know, I'm good, like come to me, we'll play off me, whatever, safe on me, something. Lou finds a pretty good spot. I mean, it's out in the open, yes, but it is in a good spot where if they if they just held in this bubble and they healed up, like if they literally just healed in this bubble, by the time this bubble dissipates, they could just clean up the rest of the teams that are here, and then they have this free corner, and no one's going to be pushing out here because that would be fucking death. Why the hell would they? But none of this was communicated. So, like, Lou saw that it's clear. Monsoon followed suit with Lou, but Reptar, I think, kind of just, like, YOLO'd it because Reptar didn't really know where to go.
How did you die?
And Lou even goes, how did you die?
You're good, you can come
but
up, you
none
can
of
come
this was ever communicated. Like, this is the one time it mattered the most, more than ever. The communications, that is, they weren't there at all. Yes, Monday Roof is also in, technically. But the problem with Roof, it is technically in, yes.
You're good, you can come up,
But the problem with Roof, only this part is in, right? If you're standing here, the second, like, everybody stops fighting over here, you're fucking getting beamed from every as soon as other teams, like, over here stop fighting, over here stop fighting, way over here is not fighting, actually, they're probably pretty fucking, like, clear. As soon as any of these teams over here stop fighting, they're all gonna be looking at you. But you can bubble, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They could have done that. I'm simply going off what they actually did. Like, yes, like, this is a hindsight kind of play a little bit, a smidgen, right? Like, yes, Lou's looking at it right now, it's in. But I'm looking at the bigger picture as to what they could have done with the play that they made, which was they all jumped off. The play call was, let's get up on the roof and then let's jump off. That was the play call. But the problem was, even though the comms were really good all the way up until this point, the comms completely disappear. They completely disappear here. Again, Monsoon and Lou find they see through the matrix, they find exactly what they need to find, they go to where they need to go, but none of that is communicated, and when you don't communicate, there's a big likelihood that one of the three teammates kind of ventures off in wherever they think they should go.
I'm gonna die.
Monsoon just says, I'm going outside. Lou doesn't say anything.
How did you die?
We have to full send into this.
It's gas right now, bro.
Also, again, even though Lou also sees that Monsoon, like, it's not a good fight, it's not a good, they just need to chill. None of that was ever really communicated. A team like this definitely plays off communications more than anything. Definitely a bad start to the tournament overall, but obviously, as you know,
They were fighting.
I don't know what.
No, they were fighting.
when you have multiple teams fighting like this, the biggest thing you can do is just stall. The more you stall and you kind of just sit there and heal and reset, the more the other teams fight, and then the stronger the likelihood is of you guys. Imagine if they had all dropped here, right? If they had all dropped here, they all healed up, all their health, all their shields, and then as soon as the bubble goes down, they go push in and they full send these fights. These guys are all weak. They clean everybody up. Hands down 100%. They clean everybody up here. And then they take this corner, and then they can continue playing their game. But there weren't enough comms. Again, Reptar got caught out from somewhere else because he didn't know where to go.
I don't know what.
Monsoon kind of goes in and feeds, and then tries his best to just stay alive. A little bit unfortunate, but they did get some kill points. Got a bit of placement points as well.
Yeah, they're still full fighting.
Not the greatest start.
Back up a bit, Rep.
I'm getting focused. I'm dead. I just chilled.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, we shouldn't have tried to. We should have walked out and fought.
We should have chilled. We should just chilled like we were. They're still fighting right now.
We should have chilled is the right call. I agree with Lou there, but the problem was more so that they just didn't communicate that. That was not communicated. The one time, I want to beat a dead horse. one time that comms really mattered, that shit wasn't communicated at all. I think what they did there could have worked out just fine.
I don't think we fight. I knew the zone was ending there. I fucking knew it, man.
I mean, yeah, we knew that.
If that zone ever comes again, it's pretty obvious. We literally just take train tracks. That's what we normally do.
I mean, that's what we wanted to do, but somebody was already there.
No, I mean, no. We were. I asked it at first, and then we were like, "Nah, we should just play our normal play." We could have went for it early.
All we, like, the major fuck up was us taking Zip to the roof.
This guy just went down doing a finisher.
I mean, I made it.
I didn't think the team would be sitting up there.
No, we took 4 ticks of gas.
Yeah, I died to
I
gas
took 2
because
ticks.
Respect, actually, big respect on that.
It wasn't a
Or
full team.
you guys are fucking.
No, it wasn't.
He
No,
got
It was
full shields on that.
And they all took TP. It was. They all took
Yeah,
TP.
they were just lazy TP.
I jumped off and then it took me. So I jumped off and it took me on a downward rope, and then I had to jump off, jump back on. And I took 4 ticks because of that.
Yeah, I think it's just, again, I think even though they're kind of like complaining and talking about things they should have done, I think from that play call alone, that's all I can really go off of. I think they just needed to communicate. Like I said,
Sucked.
again, don't want to beat a dead horse, but the one time they did not communicate was that one time right there.
Early.
And that's game 1.